Hey Cakenistas, it's Marisha. Oh, and oh my gosh, I just yanked my whole hair. Today I have a very cute little something of a video for you guys. I was asked to make this really adorable dinosaur cake, and it's kind of simple. I thought it was a great idea for a birthday cake, and it was a birthday cake, so of course it's a great idea for a birthday cake. If you have a Jurassic Park lover or a dinosaur lover, then they will love this cake. And it's not something all technical. We have to make a bunch of dinosaurs, you know, growling on top of the cake, doing anything extra, and it's pretty easy and definitely cute. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel and press on the notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. That was the notification bell. That's how hard you need to press it so that it rings. And then we can get started. Let's go. Okay, Cakenistas, so I'm gonna start off by building my cake. This is actually a coconut cake. I have some vanilla buttercream frosting that I'm gonna put on my first layer, as well as some coconut flakes. And then the second layer, a nice good douse of simple syrup to keep it moist, a nice layer of frosting. Yes, we love frosting, it's delicious, but it also helps give the cake some good height. And I really like a tall cake. More coconut flakes, and then the last layer. And I'm leveling it off with my hands. I'm not just pushing it to squeeze all of the frosting out, but I'm also leveling the cake. So now I'm going to give the cake a nice coat of frosting. And when I have it all smooth, then I can put it in the refrigerator. You know, it probably takes twice as long with this little baby spatula that I use, but for some reason I just really like to use it. I think it's less struggle on the hand. I made my marshmallow fondant, which will be in the description below, and I tinted it with an orange gel food color. I'm going to pull out my cake, which is now nice and solid, and I'm going to cover my whole cake with the fondant. By the way, this is an 8-inch cake. You just want to smooth the fondant onto the cake while working down to the base of the cake. Now normally I would fix the little fondant cracks in my cake. However, I'm not worried about it because I know that they will be covered up later. So let's just move on to the decorations. I'm going to use my airbrush machine. I put a little bit of orange airbrush in there, and we want to create a gradient effect. It's going to be lighter at the top and darker on the bottom. So as I spin my cake and I'm going upward, I'm just pulling my airbrush machine further away from the cake. Next, I'm going to roll out some leaf green fondant, and I have these leaf cutters that come in about 4 or 5 different sizes. So I'm going to use the smaller size as well as the larger size, and just cut out as many leaves as I possibly can. Next, I'm going to take a fondant tool and make a vein going down the center. I wish these tools had names. In my head, this is the seashell tool. I'm going to use my seashell tool, I don't know why it's a seashell, to make little veins just quickly onto all of the leaves. You know, it's kind of like a cheat to do it this way so that I don't have to go and make individual lines going all throughout each leaf. And when they're all done, they look very good. So now I'm going to spray paint my leaves with some green. And this just really adds a nice gradient effect, a natural effect, which is really nice when you have a cake like this. You don't want everything to just be one color because that's not how the world works. Now I went online and I found a dinosaur template. I took my fondant and I cut out the dinosaur, thinking I'm ready to put my dinosaur onto the cake. So I took my fingers and dipped them in water. When you have on black gloves, you cannot tell that you have black dye. Oh snaps. On your hands. And then this is what happens. I said, well, I guess this is definitely where the dinosaur is going now. So we'll put him on later. For now, I'm going to take my black and white fondant that I marbled together, and I'm going to cover the board. There's gaps in there, but I'm definitely going to go in after I put these pieces on and fill them in. And then I'm going to create little pebble shapes out of the fondant. You're going to create like a cobblestone effect. Once I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and put my dinosaur onto the cake. And then I don't know what happened to the footage. It literally disappeared. I went and I put my leaves onto the base of the cake with a little bit of water. Then I'm going to go in with the edible pen. Yes, it's purple, but I dipped it in black gel dye because I cannot find my black edible pen. And I'm going to go in between all of those little cobblestones and rock and really make that stand out. I made rocks with the same black and white fondant, just rolled them into little imperfect balls and placed them in various places onto the cake. And those leaves look so great with that airbrush on there. And if you don't have an airbrush machine, you can just use petal dust. I'm going to take my steamer and steam the cake. As you can see, my fondant is kind of ashy on there. I had loads of cornstarch so that I can make sure that all of my fondant will be stiff. Gives it this beautiful glossy finish. I put a few leaves on top because I do have a topper that I made at number 3, which you will see in a second. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please click on the like button and subscribe. Let me know what you thought down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Couture and a dinosaur cake. Bye guys. I don't know where that footage went. I had all of this nice little footage of me taking each individual leaf and putting it around the cake, and then it disappears. I have plenty more videos coming for you guys, so make sure that you are subscribed, and I will see y'all soon. I tried to make my makeup match the dinosaur cake, and as usual, you can't see it. I have orange and red. Oh, you can't see anything. It's like I took an hour for no reason. Wow. Wow, man. I have orange on my face and you can't even tell.